YouTube, how are we doing? Today we're doing a kind of off-quilter kind of video. Today we're doing NFL picks instead of Madden shit. Because Madden gets a little boring sometimes, so sometimes we gotta go to real life. So I got the picks here. I do pretty well when I pick games. I don't really bet often, but when I do, I choose excellence. So I'm not saying this is financial advice, but if I would go to the Vegas and bet on these teams, I would do that if I was you. And you know, that's kind of is what it is. If you're below the age of 18, this is a joke. So yeah. Anywho, so Lions versus Bears, we're starting it off. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. Why are you watching my video? Just kidding. You're here for a reason. But anywho, Lions versus Bears. Now, personally, who gives a shit, right? Like, who gives a shit? No one cares who the Lions do. But honestly, lately the Lions look very promising. It's just they keep having the little things go wrong. And Jared Goff, he hasn't been playing bad. And they just have that Calvin Johnson curse. I'm telling you. I don't know if y'all watched the Pat McAfee show, but they got the Calvin Johnson curse. The Lions have been playing good lately. They might be 0-3, but they've been playing some close games against good teams. So I'm gonna have to go Lions on this because Bears haven't been showing anything. And I don't know if you guys watched the last Bears game, but man, they call the wrong plays for Justin Fields. He'd be sitting in the pocket, sitting back like he's Tom Brady. But it's like, he's not Tom Brady. You gotta get him out of that pocket and let him do things because he's fast and he's short. So you gotta get him out of that pocket. So I'm gonna go Lions 100%. And yeah, next game we got Panthers Cowboys, and you'd have to be an idiot to think the Cowboys aren't gonna win this game because Panthers they're just a fluky 3-0 team. That's all they are. Just kidding, they're not. But the Cowboys, honestly, I feel like they're the best team in the NFC right now. Our defense, if you guys watch a Cowboys game, our defense is flying to the ball. It's amazing to watch because the Cowboys have never had a good defense besides, what was it, 2 years ago? That was like the only defense because Tony Romo, he never had a good defense his whole career. So it's nice seeing that we have defense that flies the ball. Zeke seems back in action. Zeke is playing up to, you know, his 2017 standards, and Dak is playing amazing. We got Tony Pollard backing him up. We got the best wide receiver core in the league. We have the best linemen in the league, and we also have an amazing tight end, Blake Jarwin, who's been playing great. And I feel like the sky is honestly the limit for us. Just hoping no bad injuries happen. So I'm going Cowboys on this. Nothing against the Panthers. Panthers are a really good team. I don't know. The Cowboys at home. Come on. There's no way we're losing that game to the Panthers. Next game we got Giants versus Saints. Giants are terrible, honestly. I think the Giants are. Daniel Jones I think this might be his last year. I don't know how they can go on with the way he plays. He just doesn't care about the ball. He just turns it over, blah, blah, blah. Saints have a really good defense. Their offense has been looking a little shaky with Jameis, but they got Kamara. They got the whole good thing going on. And, you know, they got smoked last week, but, I mean, I'm going to have to go Saints on this. I'm never going to bet on the Giants. That's just something I'll never do, honestly. Next, we got Browns versus Vikings. The Browns have been playing great. The only game they lost is to the Chiefs, and they could have easily won that game, honestly. And Baker's been playing good. They got Odell back now, and Jarvis Landry, I think, is injured, which isn't good. I think he's on the 4-week IR, so he will be able to come back in 2 weeks, which I don't know if that's going to happen because it seems like his injury is pretty serious. But yeah, Browns have been playing really good. Vikings got a win last week, but I don't know. I'm not on the Vikings bandwagon. Browns are playing good. Myles Garrett had 4.5 sacks last week. That's unheard of. The defense is absolutely flying. They got Denzel Ward out there, and I just don't. They got the best duo running back in the league too. They got Kareem Hunt and they got Nick Chubb. That's the best duo running back in the league because they're absolutely punishing. I was watching the game last week and Kareem Hunt. It's a toss. It's a toss. It's either Kareem Hunt or it's Nick Chubb. One or the other's going off. They have something special over there, and I'm definitely gonna have to go Browns 100%. Next we got Bills versus Texans. I mean, I think this might be the most obvious game of them all. Bills versus obviously the Bills. I don't see the Texans win this game. Texans were starting out pretty decent, and then Tyrod Taylor got injured. Like, he always gets injured. It's really sad to watch, but he always gets injured. And I mean, now I honestly watch football religiously, and I couldn't tell you who their quarterback is now. I swear to God, I can't tell you. So, and you see here the spread is minus 17.5. So, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna win by 17.5, but yeah, definitely Bills. Josh Allen, he's starting to play better. He started off a little slow, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna go on the Bills on this. Next, we got Titans versus Jets. Now, this spread is a little closer than I thought it would be. You see minus 6. Are we giving the Jets that much credit? Are we though? I mean, whatever, but I'm definitely going Titans because they got the man, the myth, the legend, Derrick Henry. The man that, you know, honestly, I would let him have my babies. Honestly, I would let Derrick Henry have my babies if he really wanted to. If he actually like came up to me and said, I'm having your babies, I would say yes, sir. Because that's the kind of guy Derrick Henry is. 255 pounds of pure steel, and they're gonna run. If you guys don't know, the Titans, they have Julio Jones and AJ Brown. Both the receivers are out for this game. So Titans are about to run this ball religiously. So if you play like the week-to-week fantasies, I would definitely consider picking up the Black Jesus Derrick Henry. So yeah. Next we got Chiefs versus Eagles. I mean, I don't know what the spread is, but minus 7 Chiefs versus Eagles. That seems like a must. You gotta take. Do they think the Chiefs are only gonna win by 7? Hell no. You must be out of your mind. If I had a shit ton of money to bet, I'm putting that all on the Chiefs. There's no way they only win by 7. Y'all saw the Cowboys game last week. Eagles looked horrid. And I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but definitely hammer the Chiefs on that. They might be 1-2, and they've kind of been struggling lately, but I see this as a pickup game that they're gonna start picking it up versus the Eagles. Next, we got Colts and Dolphins. This is the one I don't know. I think it's 50-50. Both teams are horrid. You know, the Dolphins, Tua's out. The Colts, Carson Wentz is out. So it's like, it's a toss-up. Honestly, if I had to go, honestly, the Dolphins got Jacoby Brissett. So, I mean, they got that going for them. I would probably go Dolphins here, honestly. But, you know, it could go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts won, but I'm going to have to go Dolphins just because they have Jacoby Brissett, and he's not bad, honestly. I mean, he was on the Colts, so maybe he's told him a couple things in practice. Hey, this is what they like to do. So, I don't know. I would have to go Dolphins, but I definitely could see that going the other way, but I'm definitely going Dolphins. Next, we got the football team versus the Falcons. This is another one that's kind of a toss-up. I mean, honestly, who cares, right? Like, who gives a shit? Who cares who wins this game? They both are horrid. But, you know, I'm going to have to go with the football team. I don't mind Taylor Heineke, honestly. I don't mind him. I think he's decent, honestly. He's decent, and they don't really have anything surrounding him. But I'd be like, I'm going to have to go football team. Falcons are just, man, they're another one of those cursed teams. They're just a horrid franchise, honestly. Nothing against Atlanta, but the Falcons are horrid. I swear to you, they're horrid. All right, next we got Seahawks versus 49ers. I'm definitely going to have to go with Seahawks on this. 49ers, yeah, they have a good record, whatever, and they're the favorite in this, but they've been looking shaky lately. Garoppolo's he's on the edge of them throwing him because trust me, I live in California. Everybody wants Trey Lance to start. Everyone thinks he's the future, but they've given up on Jimmy Garoppolo a long time ago. It's kind of unfair because, I mean, he doesn't play amazing, but he gets the job done. He's kind of a game manager kind of guy, but they got a really good running game and really good defense. But I just see the Seahawks. You know, the Seahawks have kind of like been a quiet team to start the season. Not playing amazing, not playing good, not playing bad, but they're just kind of in the middle. I definitely see this as like a statement game for the Seahawks, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners win, but, you know, I'm going to have to go Seahawks on this one. Next, we got Cardinals versus Rams, and this is a very interesting game, and this is one of the games I'm definitely going to watch because I'm honestly very interested because I watched the Rams game last week versus the Bucks, and I don't know. The Rams seem like the real deal with Matthew Stafford and everybody around there, but I don't know, because the Cardinals also seem like the real deal. But man, I mean, if there's one quarterback that you could have in 1 week and he's walking Jesus, and then the next week he's just some bum from the bar or something. Like Kyler Murray is frustrating. If you have him on your fantasy team, you know what I'm talking about, because he's frustrating. It's just like last season. Would they start off like 5-1, something like that, and then all of a sudden they don't even make the playoffs. It's like he's very inconsistent, and I have a tough time relying on him. And I know Cardinals fans probably feel the same way, so I'm gonna have to go with the Rams here. But if Kyler Murray has an amazing game, which he does a lot, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals won this game. But I don't know. I can't be putting my money. Not that I'm putting money on this, but I can't be putting my money on Kyler Murray. I just can't do it. Honestly, I just can't. Next game, which another one I'm very surprised that it's this close. Steelers versus Packers. 6-point favorite for the Packers. Really? I don't know about that. I think the Steelers about to get slung bingled this game, honestly. But Packers, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go Packers here. I think Aaron Rodgers is just heating up. He's barely even throwing incompletions in this game. I don't know if you guys are watching the Niners game, and then the week before that, whoever they played, the one on Thursday or Monday Night Football. Packers are the real deal. Steelers look awful. Ben Roethlisberger needs to retire. It's not looking good for them. So I'm gonna definitely have to go Packers here. And yeah, I think that's definitely it. Next one is gonna surprise you guys. I think this is gonna surprise you guys. But Broncos versus Ravens. I gotta go with the Broncos. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like the Broncos are gonna win this game. I know they're 3-0 versus 3 teams that have a combined record of 0-9. But I don't know. It's something about the Broncos. They got a good defense. And Teddy Bridgewater is that game manager quarterback that we all love to see. He just doesn't do too much. He kind of just keeps the game flowing, And I see if that defense gets a couple stops, he keeps the game flowing, gets some points on the board. And when the Ravens go down, they're not the same team, because you know what they do? They love the ground and pound the football. And when they go down, it's not good. So I'm going to go Broncos on this. Would I be surprised if the Ravens won? Probably not. But I think the Broncos are going to win this one. I really do. And I'm kind of surprised that they're +1. I thought this was like the Ravens were like crazy favorite here, but I guess not. So yeah, I'm picking the Broncos on that. And for our last, actually no, we have a Monday night game. We'll do the Monday night game too, I suppose. But next we got Buccaneers with Patriots. Another game I'm very surprised is this close. +7? Really? You're thinking the Buccaneers only going to win by 7? People okay, hear me out here. I think Bill Belichick, best coach of all time, whatever. But people give him a little bit too much. Like for this game to be +7, they're like, oh, Bill Belichick, he knows Brady, he knows what. All that stuff is a little overrated, because you can know someone, you can know their weaknesses, you can know all that all you want, but you don't got the players to execute that. It don't really matter. So I think they're giving them a little bit too much credit, and you can kind of tell by this +7, whatever. But or I should say -7, I guess. But yeah, definitely Buccaneers. I would definitely, if there was you could get like a -10 or something for more, I would go that route, because I think the Buccaneers are going to smoke them, honestly. And for our last game, the Monday night game, we got Raiders versus Chargers. I don't know if y'all been watching the Raiders games, but those boys are flying out there. I really believe in the Raiders, and they really can go as far as Derek Carr will take them. Honestly, they will absolutely go as far as Derek Carr can take them, and that's an absolute fact. It doesn't matter about anything else, because Derek Carr, he's like Kyler Murray. Sometimes he looks like God's son, and sometimes he looks like a bum on the sidewalk. Honestly, he'll do things. He'll throw a crazy, insane like Patrick Mahomes pass, and you're like, that dude is the GOAT. And then he'll do something just so horrid, and you're just like, damn, what is wrong with you? Like, actually, like someone piss test that dude. Like, he's not okay in the head. But I'm definitely going Raiders here. Chargers, I don't know. Justin Herbert is very, very good, but I don't know. Their defense ain't really all that. They might got Joey Bosa and all that, but when the Cowboys play them, I don't know. Like we shot ourselves in the foot a million times and we still won that game. So I'm not really sold on the Chargers yet, and I'm really sold on the Raiders, even though Derek Carr is a little inconsistent. But definitely gonna have to go Raiders here. And yeah, if I get all these picks right, I think you guys each owe me $1. So that's that, and that's the video. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with my picks, which ones you don't agree with, whatever. I feel like a lot of you aren't gonna agree with my Ravens pick, Ravens versus Broncos, but I'm feeling confident on that one. So really appreciate you guys coming by to watch the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you liked the video, like it. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike. It's alright. I can take it. I don't care. Well, I do care, but I can take it. Drop a dislike. If you think this was the most awful, boring video you've ever watched about some idiot that just doesn't even know what he's talking about and so full of himself, drop a comment and literally tell me that. Please. I would love to know. And I'll take that criticism and, you know, whatever. But if you start saying some crazy stuff about my mom and start talking crazy, alright, I'm gonna have to flame you in those comments. But just keep it, keep it civil, keep it about football, about stuff like that, and I'll take it into consideration. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.